What's up, guys? I'm Isaac at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson here in Raleigh, North Carolina, with your pre-owned bike of the week, a 2019 Road Glide Standard in Kinetic Green. Now, this might not be a color that you've seen very often, but it's definitely one that's going to stand out. Out here in this noon sun, you've got the metallic flake just lighting up all over this bike. Then you've got the electric yellow accents all over on this thing. Now, this is a pretty standard Road Glide. Not a whole lot's been done to it because there's not really a whole lot you've got to do to a Road Glide to really enjoy it. But this bike does have an upgraded seat. It's got a very wide spot on the rear for the passenger. You've got the leather covers for the saddlebag lids, that way you don't have to worry about you or your rider scuffing up your bags, throwing a leg over. You've got the upgraded Willie G grips and some mini floorboards for the passenger. This bike does have upgraded Rockford Fosgate speakers and the Boom GTS infotainment system. So there's a lot you can do with this bike. This bike is going to be very comfortable for the rider, and this bike is especially going to be comfortable and very well set up for the passenger. They're going to enjoy this massive pillow to sit on and the nice floorboards. So if you're the rider watching this video, definitely tell your driver to come out here and check this bike out. So we're gonna go give this bike a quick little run around Raleigh and go ahead and test out how this bike is on the highway. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to have a better understanding of how the Road Glides handle and how this gorgeous 2019 Kinetic Green Road Glide handles here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. So let's go ahead and hop on and ride this thing. All right, what's up, guys? So here we have the Road Glide Standard. To give you guys a quick walk around, here's that wide seat I was talking about. I mean, this wide seat with those floorboards like this. This is a nice ride, especially for that passenger. Let's see. So you've got these little leather saddlebag covers. You've got little heat deflectors. That'll be nice. We're going to be quick through this run through because it's a little toasty, and we need to go ahead and get this thing in the wind. So we've got dual rotors up on the front of the wheel, so brake power is going to be great. 107 Milwaukee 8, 6-speed, fantastic. Going to be an awesome ride. Little windshield here. We got this nice little design up on the front fender. Let's see. Oh yeah, this will be a fun little bike, especially the Rockford Fosgates. Not really going to check those out too much, just because you want to make sure you guys can hear my lovely voice and not lovelier singing voices. So this is a 19, so you do have the nice little keyless entry here. It does have the little key here, but this is pretty much just for the little for the foreclock and the saddlebags. But so far as entry goes to the bike, you'll just be using this little bit here. So long as this is in proximity, then you can go ahead and start the bike. So let's go and throw a leg over this thing. And to show you how cool this feature is, I put my gloves in the glove boxes. So pretty cool there. So throw these things on right here. Cool thing with this little ride that we're about to go do is that I'm going to be able to show you guys just how good of a little ride the Road Glide is, and how well it does in heat as well. So that way you can see, like, hey, is this the bike, if it's a warm summer day in Raleigh, like, is this a bike that I'm going to want to ride? And I'll let you know. So let's go and start this thing. So stock exhaust leaves a little to be desired. Not going to be the loudest thing. This is a 19, so you still are rocking the hydraulic clutch there. Advantages, disadvantages, it works just fine. You've got a nice little screen here, so we can go ahead and put our navigation if we want. Just show how cool it is, I will, since we're trying to use the radio. You can change that background color, and since this is a beautiful green, they went ahead and made that a green background too, so it really matches the whole bike pretty well. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave this on navigation there, just so you can see how cool that is. You got your little bike there on it. So, go ahead and stand up, on the kickstand here. Roll this bike on back. Let's see. So, compared to the Road Glide versus the Street Glide, not issues. One thing that there is that if you do want, now with the screen right there, if you do want to use it as a touchscreen, you do have to reach a little bit more if you want to use that. But you can do everything with these little joysticks right down here. So it'll be plenty easy. Either way, it's just personal preference there. But let's go ahead and ride this thing. So it's got a little heel shifter there too. So if that's your thing, you can do it. This bike is ready to go. So let's go ahead and get it. Here I say goodbye to Tobacco Road. Later, y'all. see. The seat brings you a little far forward, so if you're a shorter rider, I definitely recommend checking this seat out. The seat definitely brings you a little bit further forward. I definitely feel like my knees are more on the tank. I'm only a 5'8" rider, so definitely recommend this bike for you then. So definitely could use some highway pegs then. Or a different seat just to bring you a little bit further back. But if you're a shorter rider, you'll probably like this a little bit better. So, let's see. Let this car come on by. This might be one of the longest rides I've done on a road glide, so I'm pretty excited. All the performance bagger guys and all of them are just like, hey, road glides are the best. And I'm like, all right, well, I gotta ride it to know. So here we are about to go ride. All right, so what's this rear suspension about? The speed's pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh man, we are boogieing. All right, so behind this fairing, wow, it just feels like we've got our just workstation right here. So what is the fairing like back here? Well, I can tell you the wind really is right to the top of my forehead, so it's just enough that it's not buffeting, but it is enough that just enough to not buffet, but it's enough that it's nice. Kind of keeping it all off. Pretty smooth little ride. I'll take it. Let's see how this thing does on the highway. Because if you got a bike like this, you're going to be taking it out on the highway at some point. I can guarantee you that. So let's see what we got. Oh wow, this thing is just cutting into the wind like it's nothing. Alright, so we just popped into the 6th gear. We're cruising just over 70, and this thing is just cruising now. Wow, this is nice. This is very nice. One complaint that I have heard about the road glides is they say that channel in underneath just kind of throws it off. But my understanding is that it's to kind of offset the pressure differences to really narrow down on that buffeting. So you've got a little bit of air coming through right here. So it's really helping with that pressure. So that's really one of the big reasons why I'm not really feeling much of that or any of that buffeting, and can just cruise here. I can lean right on back. Oh yeah, I dig it. Let's see. I think it still has plenty of go, even in the low end of that gear. Oh yeah, it's a nice little ride. This thing is just smooth. You won't have any issues carrying this thing out on the road, I can tell you that. If you haven't ridden a road glide before, you got to. You got to get it out on the highway or really just up to speed and see how easy this thing is to move. Oh no. That is unfortunate, sir. Not a day to be on the side of the road. Alrighty. lanes and everything. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm digging it. Alright, so low speed or just kind of stopped. Wow, this thing's really easy to keep straight up. So low speed or stopped. This little heat deflectors, I mean, they keep it off your leg. I'll give you that. The hottest part is the top of my leg right now. Just from the sun coming down on it. Let's see. Get a nice little dab it up. Oh yeah. I'm here for it. So yeah, I mean, this thing just makes it so much too easy now. You're just doing some nice, easy cruising. So let's see. So the complaint that people might have is, all right, well, it's late May, about to be summer. Is it a bike that I can be comfortable in on the daily commute, traffic light to traffic light? Absolutely. There's still plenty of breeze coming through on this bike. It's like the right amount of breeze. So it's interesting. It's hard to explain. It's a nice breeze. You know, you're not like taking in the full brunt. You're not taking in the full brunt of anything. It just kind of lets enough little breeze back here to kind of cool you off. So that's nice. It's enough to kind of, you can kind of feel it on your elbows a little bit and kind of bring your arms out if you need some more. But for the most part, like, it's keeping it off your chest and off your helmet, so you're able to just focus on cruising and not, you know, be holding on to the bars with your parachute of a chest kind of thing. So we have determined that this bike is plenty suited for that. So let's see, how well is it suited for some nicer roads. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty. Yeah, it's going quick on a Harley is always fun because it's, you know, fast on a sport bike is, you know, it's fast, but I mean, it's supposed to be fast. It's a 300-pound plastic motorcycle, but you hop on something like this, and it's just kind of like, wow, something this heavy should not be going this fast, but I love it, and I'm here for it, and it's so much fun. Let's see. Oh yeah. Beautiful day out here at the lake. Mighty snazzy. I believe I know that Bronco. Oh yeah. Some people, they were always worried. They're like, I don't know about a road glide. Like, I feel like not having that fairing not move would freak me out. It's not bad. It doesn't really freak me out. It doesn't really feel like anything I should be concerned about. We made our drive a little bit later than we normally do. Because school gets out now out here. Excellent. So, you're picking your kid up at the carpool line with your road glide. Fast way to make your kid the coolest out there. You know, hey, your dad rolls up on this gorgeous Kinetic Green with the lightning bolt. I mean, it's hard not to be super cool with this thing. Motorcycles, how to make you and your kids cooler. Ooh, another biker. Excellent. Excellent. So, this bike has plenty of pickup too. And for stock exhaust, when you're on it, it sounds pretty good. It's quiet, but I mean, once you really start getting on it, I mean, it's kind of got that nice little sound, let you know it's motorcycle, and let you know it's boogieing. So let's roll up behind this gentleman here, let him know why he should invest in a Road Glide instead of a Yamaha. But motorcycles. I respect it. So yeah, you're not gonna be doing any license plate folding on this bike. I can tell you that. But this thing's quick. This thing's got it's got plenty of pickup, ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. Let's see, let's not we just did make it in front of the school buses, so, which is another thing, if let's not get got by the school bus here. I guess you could lane split the carpool line, get your kid first, past the school buses on the way out. Wow, this bike is fun. Yeah, road glides are nice. I'm a fan now. I'm gonna leave Tobacco Road tonight and hop on the Softail and be like, wow, this is great, but it's not a road glide. Yeah, so I mean, nice. There's just the right amount of breeze on here, just enough to keep you nice and cool, but enough to keep it off the elements off of you there. Let's go ahead and pull over for our emergency services. Ooh, go get them, boys. Godspeed. So, we're just cruising on now. So if we want to navigate the screen, you can tap the home button here, and so you've got your music, your navigation, and your phone. You can just move right on with all these buttons. I think there's our biker up there. Take the cut through. But we're gonna cut through campus up here because campus is a nice drive. Let's see. Yeah, I'm digging this bike. Oh yeah. Alrighty. This is fun. Yeah, so with those little deflectors, I mean, it's really keeping it off the inside of my thigh. Because the only thing that should be making impressions is my buckle on the inside of her thigh. Because they're little feathered Indians. They're running through the night. Yeah, so it's going to make sure. Let's go ahead and leave our truck some room. Pardon me, ma'am. We've got a road glide. Alrighty. So, you know, we're doing some nice easy cruising right through here. Ah, yes. We're riding by another school. This one doesn't get out right now, though, I don't think. YMCA bus. Woo. Everyday fun. You could be having everyday fun on this road glide, folks. So the daily commute. Is this a good daily commute? Could you ride this bike to class at the NC State? Go Pack. Yes, you could think and do, and you could ride this motorcycle back and forth to work. So when I was rocking borrowing a street glide for about a month, The awesome thing about it was the leather saddlebags. I could, take my little shoulder bag that had my laptop and a camera in it, and I could easily just drop it in the saddlebag here beside me, and I could walk up to the bike, drop the bag in, close it, and ride on somewhere. And if you're meeting some people after work or something, you can just lock your saddlebag right up easy, and it's a hard bag all the way around, so you don't have to worry about somebody trying to open it up and snag your laptop there or something like that. So it's a good secure storage, which is very important. That was a nice easy little thing to have. Made it good. It's nice and smooth on the throttle, I'll say. That's nice. Somebody's calling me. Let's see. Yeah, we are cruising along. Let's see. And go ahead and take a nice little cut through here. Yeah, so it'd be a super easy bike. A little bit of pull. So it's a nice easy bike to commute with. I mean, it's very nimble. It's very throwable, People see these big, massive bikes, and they're like, "Oh, I don't think I could just ride something that big." And it's like, well, you got to try it first. Obviously, you don't want to ride anything you're not comfortable with, but I'd highly recommend checking out a big, heavy bike and just give it a go. I mean, once you get more comfortable with it, once you get comfortable with it and kind of see how these bikes move, you're gonna love them. You're gonna love having the ability to really, just book it for hours on hours and not have to worry about stopping. Because this bike does have a 6-gallon tank, so it's got the full 6-gallon touring bike tank, so it's gonna treat you pretty well, also. So it's gonna treat you pretty well. You're gonna be able to skip several stoplights, or not. Don't skip stoplights. You're gonna be able to skip several gas stations. It is very easy to forget how fast you're going on this bike, I'll say, because you just don't feel it. But I mean, this bike is just flickable. Very easy to drive. And the 6-gallon tanks, I mean, you can skip a lot of gas stations. Just keep on partying on this bike. Myrtle Beach is this weekend. If you wanted to make it, do a cannonball blast down to Myrtle Beach, you could. I can't remember exactly how many miles it is from Raleigh to Myrtle Beach, but if it's less than, you could probably go to, I can't remember the exact numbers, but you could go well over 200 miles comfortably on this tank. I want to say they get about a 40 miles per gallon, estimated just over 40 on the highway. So if you're getting 40 down, 40, you'll be doing very well for yourself. And just sipping gasoline the whole way down, and be able to save a few bucks on gas so you can buy more fancy Harley parts and keep building out your bike. This metallic green does look really good though. I just caught a nice little glimpse of it here. If you like green, you want to be, especially if you want a color that's different, everyone wants a black motorcycle, but I mean, yeah, it's hard to go wrong with a black bike. But what if there were other options? What if the only reason you want a black bike is because you didn't know there was a better color that you could get for your bike, like this gorgeous Kinetic Green? Got the Mustang out here on a warm day, soaking up sun at the stoplight. You know, these guys are cool out here at college in the Mustang, but you'd be cooler if you had a Road Glide. I can tell you that. Yeah. So we're partying with this thing out here for sure. Fun bike. I haven't found anything I don't like about it. Let's go ahead and soak up that nice little green arrow. I like that sound it's got when you're on the throttle a little bit. It's nice. I mean, of course it's always nice, but on this bike it actually sounds pretty good. So talking brake power, dual rotors up on the front, can't beat it. Good brake in the rear. Good roll down. It's cozy. Yeah, I'd highly recommend you come give this bike for a ride. Come check it out. So it does have nice. So you've got this bike got your trip A, trip B. It does have a fuel range. As you can see, we're a little low on gas right now. But it's got a fuel range. So right now it says I've got an estimated 33 more miles I can get off this tank based on how much more fuel is in it. I think that's a 33. Never wanted to count that high. So it would tell you based on how you've been driving, how many more miles you can expect to get out of the tank. Which is just a nice little bonus feature to have. So, let's see. Oh yeah, riding out here in the shade. Oh yeah, this is a good day. Good day to be out on a bike. So shout out to Raleigh for putting a little light up there so I can know before I come around this turn here. But yeah, the bike it drops into turns really well, and then it just eats into the wind. So I mean, also if you're riding a lot of turns all together, and they're ones you can afford to glance at the screen, make sure a turn off you have to make isn't coming up soon. Having that screen straight there, locked in with you instead of turning with the bars, that can make it a little bit easier to see. Now, one thing I did like being able to do with the Street Glide was, since it was fixed to the fairing, if I was the one navigating and there was somebody beside me, I could turn my bars and lean the bike over and like point to it, kind of show them, and kind of show them how much further we had to go, or like if there was another turn we were about to make a little bit easier. So let's see. Yeah, this is an easy ride. Wow. What an easy riding bike. Yeah, so like I said, if you haven't ridden a Road Glide yet, do it. You got to. How are you gonna know? How are you gonna know you can't handle a big touring bike if you don't try it? I think you might be surprised by just how well they treat you. So here we are back at the back of road Harley-Davidson. Let's see if there's anything fun in the service lot here. A few fun bikes here and there. So welcome back to Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, Raleigh, North Carolina. And so we've got this super fun Road Glide. Ooh, purple bikes, respect. Yeah, so awesome test ride. Got the little heel shifter, put it back in neutral here for you. Oh, I missed. I suck. All right, there we go. So go and cut this thing off. Super easy ride. Just awesome all the way around. You've got the cool little glove boxes there, so if you want to put your take your helmet off or your sunglasses back on, pull them out of there. There is a spot there, so it has a little USB thing, so you can plug in your phone charger, drop your phone in there, and then that'll actually plug directly into the radio. So if your phone doesn't have Bluetooth, but it does have music on it, then you can, or if it does have Bluetooth and you just want to go ahead and let it charge while it's playing music, then you can go and do that right there. So this is an awesome bike, definitely one you've got to come check out here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. And as always, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you out here sometime soon.